Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we need to finish up things here in the eastern part of Hellfire Peninsula. Starting with helping a goblin do a couple of things. We also have tainted hellboar meat that we have to purify that just isn't really tracking in Questy at all. So that's kind of unfortunate. Getting dismounted here also pretty fucking unfortunate for us because we're right by the Horde camp. And I really needed to be mounted to get away from those guys. So let's hope that we can drop this before we pull the town guards. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now we gotta hope we don't get dismounted again by these fine fellas here. There we go, looks like we're clear. Yeah, so we still have quite a bit to do here in Hellfire. Obviously, like, we could move on, we could go into Zangarmarsh at level 63, no problems, but I think we're just gonna work through the zones and do everything we can. Well, apparently we've pulled 3 of them. Luckily they're not very much to actually deal with. That is all we need here right now. Let's go turn this one in. It's gonna have a couple of follow-ups. We'll do the one to rescue the guys, but we're not gonna do the one where we look through the poo. Because I just don't do that quest.
Time is money, friend. Be good.
My goal for today to stay on track level-wise is to hit level 65. And yeah, I also need to spend a little bit of time on the mage because she's level 68 and I very much just want her to be level 70. Because at this point, guys, I don't know who I'm taking into Northrend first. I have a lot of different thoughts. What is this? It's sparkling, I don't seem to need it, but it's glowing regardless. I guess we'll just ignore it for now. Seems like something that would be important to somebody. And that's that, I guess. We'll go turn this in, and then it might be good to hearth back to Honor Hold. We're going to get the Hellboar meat we need, which, like I said, strangely just doesn't track at all in the minimap through Questy. Pretty sure it's tracked in the past. But because of that, I did kind of just forget about it until I saw it over here. We could get the Drill Master, but I feel like he's never up. Could try it, though. Yeah, I mean, it would be okay to have that. We wouldn't have intellect on it.
What's up? Have a good one.
And that's all we're going to be doing for him. Okay, let's just run down here. Let's run down. Let's see if we can get this guy. You know what? We might as well hearth. We can hearth, and then we can run from Honor Hold. Might be a little bit faster. We could have ran when we were down there, but we would have had to come back to turn the quest in anyway. And this will give us the opportunity to empty out our bags.
How are you?
And get a little repair. Oh, we actually got the Spellfire sword anyway. That's fun. Okay. And the other thing I want to check is that you guys have been telling me that we can train flying here. And that looks like that's probably the case. Yeah, riding trainers right here.
Well met.
We can afford this now. I don't know if we can afford to buy the mount, but let's see.
What can I do for you?
We can.
Safe travel.
And there we go. We can fly now, and that actually feels pretty good. We're broke, but that's okay. Apparently they don't mind us riding around in here.
Warm wishes to you.
Kill Terror Fiends in the
Dionys
pools of
Aha.
Agonar, and you have a quest as well.
Well met.
This is a group quest to kill the named guy, I think. The pools of Agonar has a pretty good trinket.
Be careful.
We will definitely be doing that at some point. We do need a trinket, that's true. Okay, let's fly over here and see if we can find Drillmaster Zurok. It would not be bad to get that one done. Really don't know where he's going to be. Oh, he's going to be like right here. Is this not really a human? Why is he showing up? How do I get my alliance people to not have plates over their head? That's a good question. This guy is an elite, but I'm not really too worried about it. We proved that we can kind of handle elites if we're careful. Did we start off careful? I don't really think so. We just got our asses kicked across the map. Doesn't seem like we started off careful. Putting our back to something would have been nice. Oh, get out of the whirlwind, Robert. Let's heal ourselves up. Yeah, it's hard to kick us when we're in a tent. Really needed that stun to go off so we can get a heal in. This is not going well. This is not going well. There we go again. Glad this person is simply watching us. They could help, they could come to the group and help, but it's probably just an entertaining show to see if we're gonna do this or die. We actually got him, so that's good. We are going to turn this in before we do anything else. Yeah, we're going to hit 65 on this character today, and then I'm going to try to hit level 69, nice, on the human mage. So that is the plan. I need to keep them both as options because I'm really torn recently, and maybe I'll get my thoughts together and play. I need to get rid of these floating bars. How do I... Enemy nameplates turned off, enemy nameplates turned on. Control C, all nameplates turned off. That's gonna really bother the shit out of me. And I know there's a way to do it. I thought it was just doing that. That's turned... We'll do this for now and see. I don't know why it's flipping on my player nameplates. It shouldn't be doing that. Hitting V should only turn enemy plates on. There we go. Enemy plates on. I'm not seeing our players like running around with their nameplates. I think I fixed it. Not sure what I did differently that time. But it seems to be fixed. Strength, agility, stamina. One of you guys gave me a pretty good stat breakdown. I just can't remember if we need agility before intellect.
Go with honor, friend.
We'll equip it for now. That's barely a piece of armor, but that's fine. And yeah, that's level 64. Okay, we need hellbores. Let's come over here a ways, towards where the goblins are actually at. And we're gonna work on getting the rest of our purified hellbore meat really quick before we run off and do anything else. I think they're gonna have one more quest for us to, like, fight, the vultures over there. We didn't do the vulture quest. I've done some things in a little bit of a weird order this time around, I realize. It also kind of reminds me of, like, actually how much there is to do here in Hellfire. There's a lot to do. We could leave at any time to go into either Zangarmarsh or Terakar. I just don't feel like that those areas have the same quest per square foot. I feel, if that makes any sense. Quest per square foot, yep, that's a metric. And I feel like Hellfire wins in that regard.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the plump buzzard wings that we need. This one is actually tracking for us, so let's go work on this. The benefits of going somewhere like Terakar is that possibly the quest would reward more experience. Yep. Why did we lose this guy? That's incredibly annoying. I feel like we were dealing decent damage to him. He shouldn't have leashed. We were still hitting him. I don't like it. Well, that looks fun. He got lucky. Pulled all that stuff together. I am in the queue for something. I don't even remember what I was in the queue for. Manitombs? Oh, was I in there for Underbog? I would run Underbog again. Could be okay. Tank and heal? Am I, I'm set right. I really don't know how I got into the queue for Underbog. I was mainly in the queue for Manitombs, but... It's a two-handed mace. The pants we saw drop but didn't get. Some shoulders.
What's up? Glad I could help.
Alright, that's everything we need to do for him. Let's go get the flight point and grab all the quests over here. Looks like we're doing tombs. OMG, on my way. Almost the same thing, yeah. It's almost the same thing. We could probably be on our way too. I think if we grab this flight point, we can hop a flight down to the town. I do have the Illyrian Stronghold, a flight point down in Terrakar. I grabbed that when I pointlessly ran all the way out to Shadowmoon to check out the flying vendor, which we didn't need to do. It turns out that we can get flying right in Honor Hold now. But because I did that, I do have a couple of flight points that I would not normally have. So yeah, can definitely head down that way if we are needed. Looks like a couple of people might beat us there though, so yeah, maybe we won't have to do a summon. My last group did the whole place as a raid without realizing didn't get quest credit for any of it. That's not funny, but it is kind of funny in a sad sort of way. Yeah, are there two quests in Manitombs? Either way, like any of the dungeon quests are always worth a ton of XP. They're like 30,000 experience with the buff. So definitely worth doing. We are just gonna pick up all the quests here.
Blessings upon you.
Dionys Aka, light. Must remember the light. Roma, act God.
I feel like we were basically just here on the mage. That's like we've caught up to that point where everything feels like I just did it very recently. Which is why I'm not reading a lot of the quests, because if you want to hear the quest read out, we read all these quests on our human mage.
Remember the lesson.
So a lot of these I'm not going to be reading.
Good health, long life.
We're going to be reading every quest when we get to Northrend, so... grab this flight point. Might even be a good idea, very smart, if we set our Hearthstone over here, if we can set our Hearthstone. Yeah, there is an innkeeper.
I hope you find something useful.
There we go. And we are getting our summon. Looks like we do have somebody AFK. And now everyone else is going AFK. Fun times. I definitely could have kept questing for a few minutes if nobody was actually ready to do the dungeon. We could spend our talent point. We're just going to pop that into Divine Strength. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that we can probably get both the Mage and the Paladin at 270 by the weekend. Of course, like over the weekend for sure. And I'm gonna have to put my thoughts together. I'm gonna have to do like a pros and cons list. I know, it's that serious. I have to do a pros and cons list. Break out the yellow legal pad. Because I have to think this out as far as who I want to bring into Wrath. I would like the character that I bring in first to kind of be my main. And, you know, to get into heroic dungeons, to do some raiding, to eventually probably have to join a guild of some kind. If any of you guys are in guilds on Pagel, or even here on Maladath, let me know what that's like, and what you guys are looking for, what the vibe is like. I think most of you who've been around the channel for a while can get a good sense of the kinds of people that I appreciate playing with and the kinds of people that I don't. And the other thing is, like, I'm probably not going to be very active in guild chat. I can be active in Discord as much as I can possibly be active while I play and record. But I'm probably not going to have guild chat up. You know, for what I do, the content that I make, the guild chat's going to be highly distracting, both to me and to anybody viewing. But, you know, Discord I can run on my second monitor, and I can kind of partake in things with the guild over there would be better. And of course, there's the question of whether or not people mind showing up in YouTube videos. You know, that might not be everybody's cup of tea. I really don't know how people feel about stuff like that. I've often wondered if I should tell people in groups if they're going to be on YouTube, but it seems kind of like... I don't know what it seems like, but if I were to tell people, oh, hey, you're going to be on YouTube, it seems like something that I'm not. So I don't mention it. And I obviously don't have to mention it, but it has been something I've thought about it. But yeah, I'm going to have to get into a guild at some point, especially if I want to raid. I don't think I want to pug raids. As fun as pugging is in 5-man content, because it's always very dynamic, different, and strange, I don't want to really have that be my raiding experience. I would like to get into a place with a solid group of people on a raiding schedule to do some raids. And yeah, I can play basically any time as long as I know about it beforehand. Ideally, I would like raid night to end around 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not a really late person. I can stay up late, but I can't be like coherent, if that makes sense. But yeah, I have to decide if I'm gonna go on the mage or if I'm gonna go on the paladin. It's funny because some of the paladin's pros are also cons. That's the part that I'm having trouble squaring. Is that, you know, the paladin can tank healer DPS. That's a pro. It's also a con, because you have to decide what you're going to focus on. Whereas the mage is going to DPS, and then all you have to do is play with the different flavors of DPS. Do you want orange DPS? Do you want blue DPS? Or do you want purple DPS? We could replace this guy if we need to do that. He seems, you know, the group got together. He said back AFK. I guess he meant he was not back, but that he is going back to being AFK. And at this point, it would probably be cool to replace him with somebody else. Yeah, we can probably just get a different healer. There are healers in queue, yes. At this point, I feel like that would be okay. I try to give people some time, but when you're holding up 4 other people who also have schedules and lives and things they want to do, then you're just going to have to realize that at some point, people might have to replace you. Because it would be great to get this going. We are losing experience by the minute here. I feel it acutely. We do need to get things going. And in we go. Should probably just go ahead and refresh all of our buffs. Did we ever get a warrior? Like, he's in the bone waste? Where is this guy at? Yeah, like... Jeez, okay. Yeah, I need a guild. Yep. It's time. Time is nigh. Time is nigh. I'm getting to a point where, yeah, by the time we get to endgame and Wrath, I'm gonna have had my fill of pugs. And I'm gonna be ready to play with some mature, responsible, thoughtful human beings who care about the time of others and the efforts that they put in to the game. Also, I prefer that people, like, aren't trying to work while they're doing dungeons and stuff. Like, I don't really want you to be having to, like, do your job, but also trying to be in the dungeon group or be in the raid. I'd like for you to be doing those things separately, if at all possible. Yeah, well, that was a nice stun. Share quest, but we can pick all the quests up right outside the door. Why would we need to share quest? I don't understand. This warrior is dual-wielding polearms, and firstly, that's amazing. Secondly, it looks kind of silly. I don't know how one dual wields a polearm, but he's doing it. I guess you just treat them like swords with really long handles at that point. Okay, so we had a healer for a second. We don't have a healer now. Fun times. Yeah, this is getting difficult. I really want to do mana tombs, but what I really can't afford to do right now is waste a bunch of time, and I kind of feel like we're doing that. I kind of feel like we're wasting a bunch of time. I feel like if I were questing, my experience bar would be somewhere over here. And right now it has barely moved, because we have barely moved. I really enjoyed doing dungeons as DPS to kind of break up the questing, but maybe I need to do less dungeons and really focus on questing for the next couple of days. Supposedly dungeons are a good way to get experience, but I don't know if I have really found that to be the case. Like, okay, where are we at here? So we got no healers. What can we do? We have to do something, yeah. We have to work on something. Let's come up here. We can grab a kill quest or something. We can grab some stuff. Let's do some quest. I can't be wasting this kind of time. Especially if we need to be looking for a healer, then we need to be questing. Because there are no healers in the queue for this right now.
Greetings.
Infested protectors, so we need to fight the trees. Speak with somebody.
What do you need, stranger?
This is a kill quest. I thought there was a quest for, like the birds around here. Apparently not. Wait, we can fight this guy too? We can. And hey, look at that. We were able to complete a whole quest in the time that it took to find a healer. Now maybe we can get going.
I've been expecting.
There we go. We moved the experience bar. We probably should have been doing that the whole time. And now we can actually get into things here, I hope. I think the warrior's doing the same thing. And we reset because, yeah, we just went in. Okay, I thought we had the star above our head and I was gonna lose it. That's fine. If the tank really wants to have a star, then she can have a star. She can be the star of the show. And that is absolutely okay. Alright, we're buffing up again. I guess I could just kings everybody. That's fine. Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Oh, the good news is we have the Blessing of Auchindoun. An additional 5% damage and experience gain on top of the Joyous Journeys buff. We're all here. And we're all ready. No, we actually don't need water anymore. Not as Rhett. And those of you guys who are in guilds, what would they rather have, would you say? Would they rather have a paladin, like a ret paladin, or would they rather have a mage? Is one in demand more than the other as far as what's of use to a raiding guild in Wrath? Because I don't know. I think we had one ret paladin in my guild when I raided in Wrath. And I think we had two mages for a while. I think eventually we went down to one mage. But we also mainly did 10-man stuff. And I kind of prefer 10-man raids over 25-man raids. I'll do 25-man raids, it's fine. I prefer 10-man stuff because I feel like there's more personal accountability. Like, each raid member has to pull their weight, there's no way to carry people. I remember doing 10-man Ulduar hard modes was probably some of the most fun I've ever had in the game. And I would love to get back to a point where I could try that again. He's shifted into the void. I feel like we're not really supposed to hit him when he's like this. There's a relic for a druid, which we don't have anymore. We had a druid, and then we didn't have a druid, and then of course it drops a druid item. Yeah, the shield is hard to get. We did eventually get it on the warrior, I think. We saw it drop on the mage, but it doesn't drop easily. No, please don't Alt F4 because you didn't get the shield. With the gear that we have, I'm surprised that we're doing as well as we are. Just gonna use that to get some mana back. Yikes. That was almost really, really bad. Maybe we do need to start bringing a little bit of water to these runs. I noticed that we can run out of mana. It's not easy for us to, but over time we kind of do bleed off mana. Especially when we're trying to push for like all the damage that we can. I do have some level 45 Morning Glory Dew. So, there's that. Maybe we're getting mana burned by some of these guys. Maybe that's the other thing that was going on. And some male shoulder pads that nobody in our group can use. Perfect. Perfect. So it's dropped a druid item and a shaman item, and we don't have a druid or a shaman. So yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, it's the worst kind of itemization, like, for the drops. It's like, they really need to come in here and fix it. They've made so many changes to the game. Why not make a change that has been needed for a long time? And it's not to go so far as personal loot. I don't want personal loot. I want loot to drop like it does. I want loot to drop that can be equipped by people who are in your group. Don't drop a shaman piece of gear, or shaman hunter, or whatever it is, if we don't have those classes. Don't drop a relic for a druid when we don't have a druid. It's really simple. Have the loot table scan the party before the dungeon starts, and have the bosses drop loot whose armor classes can be equipped by people who are in the actual effing run. It's a step between where we're at now and personal loot, but it needs to happen. Nothing is worse than killing 2 bosses, and all the items that drop are stuff that nobody can even equip. It's one of my pet peeves. It really bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot because it feels like that almost happens intentionally. It's obviously something to make you gotta come back and do the dungeon over and over and over. That's fine. But like, you can drop loot for somebody in the group. Other people are still going to have to run the dungeon over and over and over again to get what they need, but please drop something that somebody could use. It doesn't have to be an upgrade for somebody. It could just be an item that could be equipped by someone in the party. Yeah, we should go ahead and turn this in. That'd be really smart of me. Quite a bit of experience. 33,900 experience for that one. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make sure we do all the quests in this area. Yeah, I mean, the follow-up is an escort. We didn't start the escort. Oh, shoot. Did we start the escort? I hope not. We didn't start the escort. Maybe somebody did. Did not mean to taunt. I still have some reflexes that tell me to taunt for damage. I've had taunt in my DPS rotation soloing for so long. It's hard to make myself not do it. Somehow my floating combat text got turned off, and I don't really know how that happened. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing my procs pop up. Yeah, apparently that got turned off somehow. Not really sure when that would have happened or why. Definitely not a change that I made manually.
What is this? You must forgive me. I was not expecting company. As you can see, we are somewhat preoccupied right now. But no matter, as I am a gracious host, I will tell you.
And we lost our mage buddy. Oh, he is arcane. I was wondering if Details was smart enough to be able to put the spec icon. And it looks like it can put the spec icon there. That's actually really cool. Definitely an upgrade over Recount. Thanks to those of you guys who kind of pushed me to get Details as a replacement for Recount. It's nicer to look at. I don't use a lot of its information output, but it is nicer to look at, so I appreciate that. I could give him wisdom.
I have longed for a good adventure. I have such fascinating things to show you.
It'd be nice to not be frozen feet from the boss.
I must bid you farewell.
And there we go, there's Manitombs. And look, guys, every fucking item that dropped for a class that wasn't in the fucking dungeon. What can we do to push for this change? Because it's horseshit. We got a relic, a shaman gear, and a hunter bow. That was what we got to drop. Pretty much complete shit. I don't even need to get any gear myself. I would like someone in the run to be able to get a piece of gear that they actually need. Yeah, the warrior needed it. Yeah, the warrior. It's right, it's a warrior bow. It's stam and crit. It's a warrior bow. Isn't it? He hasn't equipped it. Maybe it's like a warrior tank bow, perhaps. I don't even think he's gonna use it. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, let's get in here and there we go. Definitely need to do the escort. Did we get his wrappings? Yes. Okay. Okay. We got everything we need. We just need to do the escort now. This is not going to get us to 65, but it's going to get us pretty close. And I'm sorry that I'm so salty about the loot, but man, does that happen a lot, where you just get every single item that drops. Nobody needs it. Nobody wants it. It can't even be worn by anybody in the run. It's such a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling that, like, you're having a dungeon run, it's super successful, you're killing bosses, you're making good time, and then 3 bosses in a row drop complete garbage that nobody needs. It is just a bad feeling. At least the music in here has always been really good. I've always appreciated the music in these dungeons. And the same can't be said for every dungeon in the game. But this one actually has pretty good sound design. This could be bad. We got the mana leeches because we did not clear them previously. And, I'm gonna be back here. Yep. I didn't need to get blown up with everybody else, so... Again, forgot. And the sad thing is the mage, like, you're the one that can, like, freeze them in place. And then, like, get out and then, you know, rain hell down upon them. Well, not hell, but a frozen hell. But I guess when your arcane build, he's doing arcane explosion, which you gotta be right in there to do it. And being right in there and doing arcane explosion, you're gonna get killed by those guys every time. He says he'll let us rest for about 30 seconds. Is that how long he actually stands here doing nothing? Or does he stand here a little bit longer than that? Yeah, it was about 30 seconds. He wasn't lying. Break time is over. Let's go. This is a long escort quest. That's kind of the bad thing about running mana tombs over and over again, is you always got someone in the group who needs to do it, and then everybody sticks around and does it, and it just takes you forever to get out of the run. I don't know how much mana tombs we're going to be doing. We'll probably... Someone complains about it as we're complaining about it. That's funny. We'll probably do, like, other dungeons in this little area, but I don't know how much more mana tombs we'll be doing. For as long as that escort quest was, this guy needs to drop loot. And that would make it feel a lot better if at the end of the run he actually dropped some loot, as well as letting us complete the escort quest. But yeah, that is it. That is the Mana Tomes. It's not Shadow Labs. I'll try not to call it that in the thumbnail. I often get Shadow Labs and Mana Tombs not confused visually. I know that they're very different, but for some reason I always call Mana Tombs Shadow Labs. Alright, let's get this one turned in. Anything we need off of this intellect plate? Don't really need that. We'll take it, but probably just to vendor it. And we can get defense rating boots with just stamina on it. Well, the ones we have right now only have strength, so maybe we'll take it. There's really nothing else that we could use. And yeah, there we go. We are pretty close to level 65, although we're not that close. Let's hearth out of here. I am going to pick up some actual water so that next time we actually have some water on hand. Can get rid of the old stuff.
May the light embrace you. Be kind to those less fortunate.
Alright, let's see what we want to do here. Do we want to go get Maghar beads? Yeah, we can do that. We could also look for a group for Overlord. Maybe we want to get that done if we can. Then again, we might get zero interest in it, so that's possible. This is a pretty low drop rate, actually. Which is kind of fine, because it's not like these guys are really hard to put down. They're kind of humorously easy. They were kind of easy on the mage too, I remember them being like especially weak. And I thought it was just because they were weak to magic, but I think that they're just like weak in general. The Watchers don't drop the items, which is a little bit weird. Thought this guy was dead, but it turns out he was just sleeping. And we are the rudest person alive. It doesn't say that the hunters drop them either, actually, so... Where exactly do we need to fight these guys? Because we need about 1 million more of them to spawn. The guys back here don't drop them, so there's no reason to go there. I guess that means we're just waiting for respawns at this point. They are respawning pretty quick. Oh, good. Instant respawns. Even better. Can we get a few more? No? This would be a really good place to farm Netherweave. If you are a tailor and you need Netherweave for some reason, you should farm it here because these guys die instantly and they drop Netherweave, a lot of it. They don't drop a lot of the quest item that you need for the quest, but they drop a lot of Netherweave, so highly recommend farming Netherweave here. Alright, there we go. Let's come right down into here. We need Blistering Rot, we need Terror Fiends. We need Terror Fiends for 2 different quests, so we're going to double dip here, and we're going to be working on 2 quests at once, which is pretty dang amazing. That being said, someone's clearly just been through here and murdered everything, so that's fun. Someone just took this guy down. I have to wait for that to clear up. Alright, Blistering Rot is done. We need 5 more Terror Fiends, and then we need to see if we can get this elite. We need to get rid of this. This is really, really detrimental to us. We didn't get it. We didn't get it because we didn't tag him. Gosh, damn it. I don't like it. I mean, if we were in the group when he went down, we should have got credit. Shouldn't have to tag him if we're in the group. Shouldn't have to tag him. If you're in the group and you're nearby, you should get credit for what the group gets credit for. I don't like it. I mean, we try to fight him ourselves. He'd probably just kill us, right? I'm assuming he's like basically scaled like a boss. I really wanted to get that one done. We do need a trinket. I'm not gonna struggle with it though. If it's convenient, we can get it done. I'm gonna do it. If it's not, I'm not gonna worry about it. It seems like it's just gonna get camped by Horde players, so... Yep. That is what it seems like right now. It seems like it's being camped by Horde players. Do we bother trying this? Do we bother trying it? We're probably gonna get killed if we do, right? Pretty sure he's gonna kill us. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I knew better, right? I knew better. Every time I've done this area, every time I do anything in the Pools of Agonar, I get extremely irritated. It's happened on every single character that I've done this on. And for some reason, I hate the area. It's an awful part of the zone, and no matter what, I hated it when we tried to do it on the human priest. I hated it on the warrior. I hated it on the mage, and I now hate it on the paladin. It's just an awful little area. I hate that the elite is like specifically tuned for 5 people and a tank and a healer. I don't like it. I don't like my trinket being gated behind it at this point. And yeah, it's not a surprise that I'm having an awful time with the area because, like I said, I have an awful time with it every single time I try to clear through it. I'm not going to do the quest for the name guy. The only way I'm doing the quest for the name guy is if there's a group of Alliance fighting him when we come back in and we get invited to the group. Other than that, I'm going to kill the last Terrafiend we need, and then I'm going to get out of here. And we're never going to come back. It is a nice trinket, but I really don't care. I really don't care because, you know, in a week and a half, this trinket is not going to matter. It's not going to matter at all. None of the gear we get right now matters. Nothing's going to matter right now except expediently getting to level. And that's it. That's all that matters. So if it's not quick, if it's not convenient, we don't have to sit here and try to put a group together or toil over it, and I'm not going to. That being said, we still need a Terrafiend. I'm glad this guy like just enjoys the show up there though. I hope he has a fun time. One of these does turn in back in honor hold, so there's that.
The Legion's end draws near. Ever the road traveled by few.
Oh god, we have to go back anyway to cleanse whatever this is. That's fun. This guy does not want to talk to us. There we go. Okay, he's in some kind of role play. And because of that, we can't turn our quest in, so good times. This is what phasing helps with. Please give me the NPC back. Please give me the NPC back. Please give me oh, no? No? Okay. Fun times. Nice talking to you. Let's go cleanse the thing, and maybe when we come back, he'll be more inclined to let us click on him and turn our quest in like normal. Could be good. Yeah, I've never gotten a good view of this from the sky, but yeah, from up here you can actually see what this guy was, a pit lord, I guess. This could work. Yeah, let's do this. We've got a warlock that is nearby, but not like super close. I'm gonna keep fighting stuff. Yeah, I mean, if we take much longer, we might have competition from a horde group. Is this a quest? It is a quest. Cholera is not eligible. Because cholera is not eligible. I don't know why. Cholera, you're not eligible, man. What are you doing? Out of honor hold. You got the 63 without doing all the stuff in honor hold? Where did you go quest? What did you go do? Have you just been running dungeons? What have you been doing? Alright, let's think about maybe fighting this guy. And there we go. So we are going to turn all this stuff in, and then we are going to be level 65, and we will have met our goal for today, which feels pretty good. I realize this is probably going to be a really, really long episode. If it's super long, I might have to have cut it in half. And if I did have to do that, and you found that annoying, I'm sorry. YouTube doesn't like it when I try to put videos up that are 2 hours or more. It takes forever for you. Once I've uploaded it and YouTube has the file, which happens pretty quickly. My internet's pretty good. It still takes YouTube time to process and ingest the file and to be able to let it be played in HD. And the bigger and bulkier the file, the longer that period of time takes. So I try to avoid putting stuff up that takes too long. Yeah, it can mess up my release schedule. We'll see.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Is there a...
Warm wishes to...
I have to be bugged. I have to be bugged. Something's going on. I can't click on any of these guys.
The Naru have
there we
not
go.
forgotten us.
There we go. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. We need that really
Do
badly.
not lose faith.
I mean, it's all bad, but we'll replace this one. Let's go try this guy again. Yeah, he's working now. So maybe that was just us. I don't know what could have caused that, but something did. So close. Okay, let's hop a flight back over to Honor Hold.
Arcanon Poros. May your faith be.
And yeah, level 65. I mean, we don't have a lot to do here in Hell. Well, we have some stuff to do. I don't know if it's considered a lot. We have some stuff to do down here. It could be interesting just to stay in Hellfire until we're done with Hellfire and see what level we leave at. I don't know if I want to go into Terakar or if I want to go into Zangarmarsh. The quest levels are basically the same. I really don't know. I don't know that it matters very much either. I mean, at level 65, we might even be able just to go into Nagrand if we really want to. You know, everything's basically going to be open to us. We can already do crypts. We're going to be doing some crypts soon. Yeah, we're leveling very quick. Pretty quick. Got 5 days to go. 2 of those days are the weekend. I actually end up playing a little bit less on the weekends than I do during the week. Just spending time with family and doing other things. But yeah, it should be more than enough time. I'm thinking that it should be more than enough time. I'm still feeling the pressure a little bit. But not as bad as I was, like, at the beginning of last week.
Each day is a blessing.
Well, there's 65.
King's honor, friend.
And our trinket, crit strike rating, defense rating, or crit strike and attack power, crit strike and spell power. We want crit strike and attack power. We're never gonna click it, but
For the Alliance.
let's grab the right one. Dodge rating, we don't really need either of these. We'll just put it over the dodge rating, because I think that one's a little bit older. And yeah, guys, I am going to park us at the inn, and we are going to take a break here. Actually, I can just hearth us back to the inn, collect a little bit of rested experience. But yeah, level 65, very exciting times. 5 levels to go, and I'm trying to do 2 levels a day or so. So tomorrow should be 67. Thursday, probably by Friday, we should probably be 70 if things keep going smoothly, and I hope that they will. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry if it turns out to be a really long one, hope that's okay. Let me know what you guys think about the Paladin, about the Mage, about your guilds. I would like to hear all of it. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.